All right, welcome back for Chapter 2 of Saddle Up with Pippa Funnell. We'll pick up where we left off after the first competition.
Hey, you were terrific in the competition. Here, this is a ring that Patricia gave me. It's too big for me, and anyway, jewelry's not exactly my thing. But I think it looked good on you.
Rose, I don't know what to say. It's very beautiful. Thanks. I'll keep it in my inventory. I'll be able to find it again easily when I need it.
It's funny, she never wore it, but she was very fond of it. It's called an amethyst, I think. Whoops, I nearly forgot. Mr. Scrivener's waiting for you. He's in the living room.
Excuse me for intruding, but I've got some new instructions to give you.
How are you? Your allergy doesn't seem to be getting any better.
It's going from bad to worse. But let's talk about more serious things. In the next competition, you'll have to be ranked in the first 3.
How do I register?
Everything is explained in the disc on the table. How it works is a mystery to me, but Rose will doubtless be able to help you. She adores all this new technology.
Oh, a CD-ROM. Okay, fine. I imagine there's an email address on it.
An what? Oh, I suppose so. I believe you have to specify the type of equipment and the horse you've chosen.
Why don't I try this CD-ROM in the office? There's a computer in there.
You're finished, pal. Your evil reign is coming to a close.
Hey, that monster's on its last legs. Rose, I need your help.
I reckon he looks like that nasty piece of work Blacklock. What's that CD-ROM?
The registration form for the next competition and the instructions, I think. I have to use it on the PC.
Let's take a look at it. Activate the PC by positioning yourself in front of it and using the spacebar. Oh, I get it. You choose your competition and you have all the information about the events. Dressage, show jumping or cross-country racing. To begin registering, you have to click on the registration button. We've got a problem. You can't register now. You need a special competition saddle. There aren't any here. They were all burned in the fire.
But where am I going to find a competition saddle?
Hold on. Patricia sometimes spoke about a craftsman in the village. But I think his shop is closed.
And you don't remember where the shop was?
No, I was too young. Ask Davy.
Davy, Rose told me there's a saddler in the village, and I need a new saddle for my next competition.
That rings a bell. You should look in the office. Your aunt's papers are still there. She never threw anything away.
Okay, thanks. Here we are. A visiting card. It looks like a saddlery. The village has changed a lot. This must go back a long time.
It's none of my business, but I'm going to help you a little. I think you can find out some important things if you look in Patricia's room. The meadow's fenced in. You can take the horses out by clicking on the Into the Meadow icon.
The nice thing about this game compared to the Saddle Up Time to Ride is that, unlike in that one with every competition, you have to groom every single horse every single day. You only have to groom after competitions in this game, and you will only have to groom your new horse and then whatever horse you took to the show, with the exception of a later chapter in the game where for some reason it doesn't matter what horse you take to a show, you have to continually groom your very first horse. So just make sure you're going to every stall after competitions to make sure that the horses are taken care of.
To take out a horse, click on the meadow icon. To bring it back into the stall, click on the horse. If you want to go back to where you came from, click on the return arrow at the bottom left.
Oh, a letter. I shouldn't really, but let's read it. My darling Patricia, we cannot go on hiding like this. I have decided to ask your father for your hand in marriage. There is doubtless no chance that he will agree, but at least I shall have tried. In the meantime, please accept this amethyst as a token of my love. Harry.
Well, I never. I can't believe it. Patricia had a special boyfriend. Rose, you'll never guess. My aunt had a special boyfriend that she wanted to marry before she married my uncle. His name was Harry, and it could well be that he was the saddler whose visiting card I found. Great! Try to find him with the street map. Perhaps he's still living at the same address.
You're right. There's a mill wheel on the visiting card. It must be on the banks of the River Otter.
It's time to train your horse. By increasing its experience, you can teach it new figures or increase the height of its jump.
I really must find that old shop. It must be somewhere on the banks of the River Otter. Mr. Randall?
You again? Well. You stick like leeches in your family.
I have to speak to you.
I have no business with the Beaumont lot.
I thought that this ring might be of interest to you.
Where did you find that?
At my aunt's place. Rose Turner told me that Patricia was very fond of it.
I didn't know she kept it. But that's all past history, that is.
Her father refused to let her marry you.
A Randall and a young girl from the gentry. It wasn't done in those days.
You were a saddler, weren't you?
I was. And one of the best. I made saddles for the greatest riders in Europe for 50 years.
Could you please sell me one?
A saddle like that is worth a fortune, but I'll give you a good price. In memory of Patricia. Come into the shop and choose the one you want.
It's a really lovely place.
Those are all collector's items. Choose the one you like most.
They're all gorgeous.
Choose the item you want to buy with the arrow keys. Then click on Buy. I'll give you a good price, but you'll still need to have enough credits.
Now I'll be able to take part in the competition. You're really too kind, Mr. Randall.
That's the first time anyone's said that to me. Call me Harry if you like. And you've made me want to bring this village to life again. I know. I'll open up the saddlery again and wait for a young'un to take over from me.
Don't forget to finish your registration. Time is short.
Miss Beaumont, allow me to present myself. I'm Vincent Blacklock. I got your phone number from Mr. Scrivener.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I'd like to present a project to you that may interest you. You must have heard I want to help the region develop with a green tourist centre, a structure that combines luxury accommodation and ecology, in a manner of speaking.
It sounds terribly interesting, Mr. Blacklock, but I have a lot of things to do.
But of course, I'll get back in touch with you in due course. Bye for now.
I've got the saddle, Rose.
Fantastic! Now you can register. For each of these events, you can select your costume. And when you've finished, you can choose your horse and equipment. There we are. You're registered. The rest is up to you now.
The competition organisers have just rung. They can't lend you a vehicle to transport the horse.
Oh dear, what am I going to do?
That's your problem. We've got an old horse box in the garage at the back of the courtyard, but we've lost the keys.
Why are you sad?
I can't take my horse to the competition. Davy told me about a horse box, but he says the keys have been lost.
Hey, I know where there's a double. We dropped a bunch of keys into the well when we were playing with Patricia.
But the keys must be rusty.
No, the well's been dry for years. We may be able to find them if we find a way of getting to the bottom of the well.
This magnet will help us, but we need a piece of rope. That's it. Find a magnet and we'll be home and dry. We should be able to manage now.
You've done it! The key is now in your inventory.
If you don't look after your horses before going to the competitions, I'll have to do it myself once again. And that will cost you even more, what with all your new horses.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Beaumont. I represent the company Ubisoft. We're presently looking for young, talented people. And I'm delighted to be able to inform you that we're prepared to sponsor you if you succeed in the forthcoming competition.
At last, some good news.
Welcome to this new competition, which brings together today our finest hopes in the world of horse riding. We wish them all good luck. Now let's move right on to the first event. This first dressage event is one of the simplest. done. That was a really beautifully ridden round. Now let's go on to the cross-country course. The cross-country event will soon be starting. The competitors will have to prove their skills on this ground that's bristling with pitfalls. Magnificent execution! Welcome to one and all. The show jumping event is about to begin. Congratulations! Magnificent execution. And your horse seems to have a lot of potential.
Another victory! Come by the office to see me. Thanks to this success, you can acquire a new horse and renovate the stud farm. I'm sure you'll make a wise choice. You can build a new dressage course, renovate the veterinary clinic, or buy a two-horse horse box. Congratulations! The new item will be ready in a few weeks.
Hello, Miss Beaumont. This is the Ubisoft company once again. Congratulations on your victory. As promised, we're going to increase your credits.
Oh no! I think it's that promoter again. I wonder what he wants from me. Hello?
I wanted to discuss a serious matter relating to the stud farm with you. I suggest we meet at my villa and settle this problem amicably. I live at 5 Princeton Way. The door code is the first 5 figures in my telephone number.
Hello? I can hardly hear you. Hello? I can't hear you. Darn it, I don't even have his phone number. I must go. I've put this off long enough. It seems to be serious. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to jot down his address either. Rose, do you know where Vincent Blacklock lives? I've got an appointment with him, but we were cut off before he could give me his address.
No? Are you really going to see him? I don't like the look of that guy. You better ask the grown-ups.
Yes, you're right, but it's really important. I don't have a choice.
Hello, miss. Happy to be working with you. The region really needs energetic young people like you.
Thanks. I really hope I'll get something done with this stud farm, but I can't do it without your help.
No problem. You look after your horses very well, but you could give them a more varied diet. There are some plants on the banks of the River Otter which are excellent. Take a look at the map on my desk. That'll give you some ideas. There are others at the stud farm.
Oh, wow. Great. Thanks a lot. I'm sure that'll come in handy. Bird's foot trefoil. Oh yes, that's a kind of clover. That must be good for horses. The what? San Juan. Never heard of it. Apparently it has red flowers. I must find some for the horses. Lucerne. Oh, yes, I know. It has violet flowers. Now let's see where I can find some.
And we'll see you in chapter 3.